Maynard, bring up the holy hand grenade. 1, 2, 5.
Please, sir.
3.
Arm yourselves, America. This is Defenders Live.
There's just some things in life that are just too good. I know. They're just way too good.
I know. You know
Man.
what? I just... You know what I miss
What's that?
out of the whole Rona Wu-Tang clap thing? You know what I miss like the most?
What's that?
Is being able to go into a restaurant and actually sit down and eat.
Yeah, we talked about this yesterday.
I know we did, but that's
Like, you're harping, man.
I am beating a dead horse. Well, no, part of it is because
Wait. Something happened to Sarah Jessica Parker? Okay.
no.
Oh, okay.
Thank God. Then what would we do with all the world's apples? Anyway, No. I think part of it is excitement. Allegedly,
Allegedly.
the state of North Carolina at 5:00 tomorrow evening opens back up.
No, not really.
Temporarily.
No, not
not
really.
temporarily, but under like
It's the first wave.
it is. I'm
first
saying
wave.
it opens things back up. Technically, it's the
right.
start of it, and I think that's what it is. Is
You're getting happier.
I'm getting excited because that means I might actually get to go sit down and
Eat?
eat.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Wouldn't it though?
Just to go out to eat and actually go out to eat.
That would be fan-freaking-tastic, man.
That would be amazing, right?
That's what I'm looking forward to.
But the little things in life,
well, because
honestly.
it's getting to me.
Really? What do you mean?
It's driving me nuts to having to go through the drive-through all the time. I don't like it.
Well, I getcha.
I don't like it. I want to sit down in a booth. That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
Sit down in a booth. I haven't gone psychotic.
Right.
But that's what I want to do. Unlike this young lady who
Just
allegedly opened fire in an Oklahoma City McDonald's.
Wait. So, hold on. What?
Because they told her to leave the dining area that was closed due to the Wu-Tang clap. She didn't. There you go.
There it is.
She didn't want to leave. And so because she didn't want to leave, and they kept saying, "You need to go, ma'am. We, dining room's closed."
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yeah. She said, "Oh, nay." Proceeded to produce a handgun.
I understand when you say nay, it means the nays, but or the nose and all the rest. But
you keep hearing horses.
No. What I keep nay. That's what I keep hearing. Nay.
Hey, nay. Hey, nay. Oh,
What you say?
that's racial, sir.
No, it's not. That's also in the South.
That's
Don't even go with racial. That's also just Southern people. All right.
After the suspect had entered the restaurant around 6:30 p.m., employees said the dining area was closed and asked the suspect to leave.
Please leave.
However, she said no.
Okay.
With that, the suspect and an employee began fighting.
Wait, no, that's not how this is supposed to happen.
Well, I mean, the dining room's closed.
I'm sorry, ma'am. You have to leave.
Get out. You don't have a right to be there.
I'm not fighting for McDonald's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not fighting for McDonald's.
Not for McDonald's. I mean, maybe Chili's or something?
No, I still wouldn't.
I don't know. But they started fighting.
Yeah.
And soon a group of employees forced the suspect out of the McDonald's.
Right. Okay. Sure.
Okay. However, The suspect re-entered the restaurant with a handgun.
Wait, why didn't they lock the door?
That was my first.
If it's closed, lock the door.
Well, maybe a lot of places do drive-through and takeout. So they open the door so you can come in and pick it up. So it can speed things up faster because the drive-through line isn't so full.
I'm sorry, you can take it out to them just like you do with the online ordering pickup. They bring it out to you anyway.
They do that at
McDonald's.
They do that. They do that. They do that at Taco Bell too. The takeout.
You can order it online.
They drop it or they bring us. You don't do it online, but last time I went to Taco Bell over in Youngsville, they did that to me.
Did they really?
And I went through the drive-through too.
Said pull aside.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought too. I'm like, well, this sucks, but I'm like, oh wait, it is their only way of doing anything. Yeah. And she brought it right out, and
no problem, right?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she opened fire with approximately 3 rounds, according to police. One of the employees was hit in the arm. A second was hit with shrapnel in the neck and shoulder.
Wow.
What shrapnel?
Shrapnel of what?
Like, okay.
Like body shrapnel from the other person getting hit in the arm?
Well, that wouldn't enter their neck and shoulder, but...
I mean, maybe scratch you. I don't know. Or maybe like it went through?
Well, no, it says shrapnel.
So maybe the bullet went through the person's arm, or maybe there was like a ricochet and it hit something else, or maybe it shot like the
shrapnel.
Maybe the register. Maybe like the register, like she shot the register and it
well, that's what I was gonna say. Shrapnel indicates that something exploded.
Right.
Something
broke apart.
Yes. I don't know.
And flew out quickly.
Yeah, I don't know what she could have shot that would have done that, but whatever.
Register, glass, something.
Yeah, it could have been. I guess it could have been glass too. And a third was hit with shrapnel in the side. See, shrapnel. This makes it sound like you walked in with an
explosion, buddy.
Yeah, well, it's not like you walked in with a grenade. It's
like, come on.
There's a handgun. I'm not trying to.
Shrapnel was everywhere.
What was she doing? Shooting with?
It was 3 rounds.
3 rounds at hollow points. Good
What's
Lord.
she got, man? Nah, because that arm would have been gone.
Yeah, it would have
been gone.
Well, but I mean, I'm saying like if it hit something else and the
but
pieces...
I'm saying still that like a hollow point going through your arm.
Oh yeah, no,
your arm's gone.
Yeah, there goes your piano career.
You're never gonna play the piano again.
Never.
Guitar is gonna be very difficult for you.
Yeah. Yeah. According to KFOR TV, the 2 of the wounded employees are 16-year-old males. In addition, the employee involved in the initial physical confrontation with the suspect injured his head, police said, but the cause of the injury, which wasn't life-threatening, is unclear.
Aha.
The suspect was found a few blocks away from McDonald's and taken into custody without incident.
That's good.
She was booked into jail on 4 counts of assault and battery with a deadly weapon, according to the Popos.
Oh, very nice.
Police at KOCO-TV, or police told Coco TV that the suspect matches the appearance of an individual seen in a surveillance video during
the incident.
So
what does this tell you about the person that wanted some McDonald's?
That they wanted it too much?
A little too much. Maybe McDonald's is, there's been jokes about McDonald's being really addictive, like their fries being super addictive.
It really isn't.
And understandable.
I have, they're so addictive. I haven't been in
a while.
Months, probably, or late last year.
Right. Well, so
at least it might have been.
They also changed how they cooked them, which is why it doesn't taste as good anymore.
What do you mean?
So they used to actually cook them in beef tallow.
Okay.
So they used to flash fry all their fries in beef tallow. So any vegetarian that decided that they wanted to go to McDonald's and get fries, you had beef tallow. Good for you. So beef tallow. And beef tallow gives like a heartier, meatier flavor to the fries. And it actually makes them more addictive.
Yeah. Well, I can see it. Well, because it's not the same. The addictiveness it's a different taste.
Yeah.
It's not just, fried in oil. It's
it's beef tallow, which, makes you crave meat.
Yeah.
Which goes well with, a burger place.
Yeah, it's
Really good idea, McDonald's. That was a great idea, honestly. Going over to the Twitters, accent anticipating slug. If anything happened to Sarah Jessica Parker, I could use all those apples to make apple butter.
Wait a minute, though. Hold on.
I like the apple butters.
I have.
Have you had the apple butters?
I have had apple butters.
so
I haven't
good.
had slug apple butter. But
I haven't had the slug apple butter either.
But I've had apple butter.
Maybe we should ask for samples.
I'm just curious about
Looking
how
for samples?
exactly a slug can make apple butter, seeing as that a slug does not have appendages or posable thumbs.
I mean, there are machines that can do it. Maybe the slug has just
use
enough
the eye
force.
stalks to kind of like from turbo or whatever to just kind of
just
grab it and move everything around.
Grab
I mean,
and go, buddy. I mean,
I guess. I was just curious. The how
slug being slugs.
exactly, all things being equal, how exactly does that work? Just
It's always a question.
inquisitive minds would like to know.
It's like, how do you make the jellies that you make?
I mean, I know how a slug could make it,
That's not.
but that's a very long,
very disgusting too.
Yeah, a long and nasty process,
That's
and I
not-
wouldn't tell anybody how that works.
I wouldn't
'cause-
want you. No, don't tell me. Never. Don't want to know.
Please don't. It's like finding out what's inside a hot dog.
Oh no, 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 I don't want to know. Also on the Twitters, Quiet Guy in the Back. I miss date nights with Megan Price.
Yeah.
Not going out sucks.
It does.
Yes.
It does suck.
Yes.
We've mentioned this before. We've been wanting and been trying to go get
Sushis.
sushis and sashimis
So sashimis.
for months now.
Yeah.
Even before the Wu-Tang clap hit. And we still haven't gotten any. And I am heavily craving the sushis
At this
and
time.
the sushimis.
Oh, sashimi. Oh, and remember, if you go to the Rock and Roll Sushi, they also have the
Spit it out.
I can't remember the name of it right now because it's like, when you go to Konki and they do all the cooking in front of you. What's that?
Hibachi?
Yes, they have the hibachis at they cook it and then they bring it to your table
Oh, nice.
and it's all part of the meal.
Like included with the
Included in the
sushis and the sashimis?
Yeah, all of it. Yeah, you can order it from a little touchscreen menu. They have iPads at every station, and you just order it from the menu, and they bring it to you.
Yeah.
Little small plates. Buddy.
Look, you are not helping my cabin fever right now.
It's so good though.
Son of a motherless pus bucket.
it's so good.
I'm sure it is. I've been wanting to go for 6-8 months now. And
Now you know why I want to go. I mean, they got those little coffee cake desserts, like the ones that you get at the Chinese buffet. The ones that are super soft. The super soft. They say tiramisu, but they're
it's not tiramisu.
It's not. It's like a layer of the fluffiest cake you'll ever know, and then a layer of cream, and then another layer of fluffy cake, and another layer of cream, and it's sprinkled with coffee powder. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's so good.
Look. I think the reason why it's actually so good is because usually 99.9% of the time, the only dessert you get out of a Chinese restaurant is a fortune cookie.
That's right.
And so when you go into a Chinese,
fancy.
you go into an Asian restaurant and it's something other than a fortune cookie to be sweet. You're like, holy smokes, we're living the life now.
This is the good life right here.
I feel like there should be a guy in the bathroom handing me a mint. Just saying.
Anyway,
Anywho,
something else that is also delicious is American Pride Roasters coffee.
It is. God, I love it.
Yeah, it's so good.
I couldn't do without it. I really couldn't.
No, that's very true. That's
could.
very true.
It's one of those things that just it makes me happy. It literally will warm the conkles of my heart and my lower intestine.
Yeah,
And,
specifically all those, basically all of the areas that it would come in contact with, it warms
It does
because it's warm.
like the esophagus.
Unless you do the cold coffee. Have you done the cold coffee?
No, I can't do. Okay, I can't do cold coffee.
Why? Tell me. Tell me why.
I can't explain why. God,
Okay.
this is going to be so bad. I don't drink the cold coffees. One,
Normally,
normally it's very bitter.
right?
It's very,
Different. It's different. It tastes different.
it does.
Okay.
In a
So-
not good way.
So here's the thing. If you do it properly with APR coffee, it doesn't taste any different. It's just cold. She can attest to it because I've made some and she had it and I didn't do anything to it.
Yeah, I know.
It tastes the same if you do it right.
There's the key. If you do it right.
And I've done it right multiple times now. So I'm very happy. So I also enjoy the cold coffee versions or the iced coffees, as it were, because I don't have ice. I don't care. I don't keep ice. I don't like ice. Ice sucks. Ice is only good if you're trying to keep cold things cold, unless it's liquid. And at that point, when you're
just
trying to
watering
keep,
it down.
yeah, when you're trying to keep cold things cold, and you have to put the ice in the cup, it's bad. Just waters it down, makes everything taste terrible. But beside that, American Pie Roasters is amazing. We actually still have, once again, we have a time for choosing in our cup because I chose today, and this is what I wanted.
Wow. I'm going to touch on that in a minute. But no, it is very good. Coffee.
Yes.
If you are a coffee drinker, if you like coffee,
Then you will love
I have
American Pride Roasters.
You will. I have yet to honestly meet anybody who's ever tried American Pride Roasters who has not gone out and ordered some of their own.
Right. Or at least begged you for more of your own.
Oh yeah, no, but I always tell them the first one's free. First hit's free. After that, you're on your own.
You're a dealer. And,
I'm a dealer.
profiteer.
I'm a peddler. I'm not a. I'm not.
This isn't free, all right?
Yeah, this is a business, and you have to kind of help maintain the business. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to sit here and give you junk for free. So I tell them to go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Mm-hmm.
That's AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Yes.
And peruse the website and pick and choose from the plethora of varieties of coffees and teas
And all the rest
and
of
chocolates.
it. All of the rest of it.
So good.
Uh-huh.
Go over there, AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
So the Ilhan Omars,
Isn't she just...
she's a doll.
Isn't she a peach?
She is a doll.
Just a
oh,
delight.
this goes in conjunction with the other news. You heard that Mike Flynn got his case dropped, right?
I heard about that. Yeah, we're going to touch on that here in a little bit.
Yeah, because Mike Flynn, got his case got dropped because they found out that all of the investigations that were put in place against him were under false pretenses. But I digress.
Even though he would, admitted.
Right, but I digress. Representative Ilhan Omar had a curt but controversial response to the news that the Department of Justice dropped all charges against Mike Flynn.
Wait a minute, not a curt
Curt.
but controversial response.
Yeah, Kurt Douglas. What type of Kurt are we
Kurt
talking
Cobain?
Well, that died already.
Maybe it was a foreshadowing.
Oh, yeah, maybe so. Omar tweeted on Thursday that the charges were dropped because of white privilege.
White privilege. I don't know what white privilege. I know what they say white privilege is.
But you don't actually you've never really seen it?
Not to my understanding of it. No.
Mm-hmm.
However, if and this is an if,
if
it is real, then it is wrong.
correct.
But I've never experienced it. I never.
Don't know.
Matter of fact, I would argue that I have experienced the opposite.
Though where you've been oppressed for specific reasons, mainly because you're a white guy.
Yeah, I remember I was unemployed.
Mm-hmm.
I was making $200 a week.
Yep.
I was working for my landlord to pay for, and I mean odd. When I say odd jobs, whoo boy, whatever literal thing he had to do, I could do to pay off towards my rent.
Right.
making $200 a week, I went against my better judgment at the time, but this is what stuff was for. I went to the social services, place and tried to get food stamps.
Right.
Fully temporary. I got approved
Uh-huh.
for food stamps.
Right. How much?
$16.
$16, everybody.
A month.
He was making $200
A month. I got $16 a month.
and you were making $200
A week.
a week. Man was making $800 a month, got approved for $16.
The lady there told me that it was because that
You are a white male.
No, she'd actually come out and say it. What she said was that it was meant to supplement that because I told her, Michael, how am I supposed to eat? And she goes, well, it's supposed to supplement your food bill, not actually pay for all of it.
Yeah, you made $800 a month. How are you going to be able to pay for food anyway?
Yeah, well, I mean, I got by, but I figured a way. It was a lot of
finagling, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, there was a lot of potted meat and
and,
ramen, lots of ramen,
cereals.
Good Lord, man, I had curly poop for like months.
Yeah, that's not good.
But no, and in the end, it was basically she did hint though that if I had children, or if I was, had something like, if there were children involved or anything like that, an elderly person, then I would get a little bit more.
And by a little bit more, they mean like $300, $400, $500, $600, $700. Anyway,
Yep.
So the phrase white privilege refers to a social justice contention that white people enjoy advantages because of systematic and institutionalized discrimination against minorities.
Again, if that's real,
Then
that's
Dylan,
absolutely wrong.
then Dylan wouldn't have had a problem where he was. If it was real, Dylan's situation would have been very different. Flynn had pled guilty to charges including lying to the FBI in relation to the investigation into Russia's election interference and the alleged collusions.
Not the collusions.
The collusions. He had worked as a national security advisor for President Donald Trump before he was fired for lying to Vice President Mike Pence. After the release of the documents that corroborated the claims of the political motivation and bias of the FBI agents, his allies demanded a review of the case, and some encouraged the president to pardon him. On Thursday, the Department of Justice announced that they would drop the prosecution on Flynn altogether. Democrats strenuously objected to the decisions and called for further investigations of the rationale for the unraveling of the charges against Flynn.
I still fail to see what this has to do with white privilege.
I don't know. This is political privilege. I know that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
This is definitely political privilege.
Other than the fact that Mike Flynn is a white guy,
Like,
I don't see it.
but let me ask you a question.
Sure.
So, if Mike Flynn happened to be a different skin color, but he did everything the exact same.
Okay.
Everything the exact same.
Okay.
Everything else.
Everything.
Everything else the
All of
exact
it.
same. And this exact same thing happened.
Okay.
What would it be then?
What would it
What
be?
would the Democrats be complaining about at that point? What would Ilhan Omar be complaining about at that point? Or would she
Not
just
a
say that,
daggone thing.
would she say that he was an Uncle Tom and, he's kowtowing to the white privilege?
Please. The double standard is so blatantly obvious. Everything has to be politicized. Everything has to be something for an agenda for somebody. Mm-hmm. God knows you can't actually stand on their own 2 feet or be anything like that. No.
Be your own man, person, woman, thing.
No, it's
Jim.
Ew. Really, Jim?
Jim.
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 Oh, Jim.
Jim. Jiminy.
Jim Jaroo. I got a lovely bunch of coconuts for you.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, just so we understand and how we keep everything clear, Tara Reid has retained an attorney.
Oh, good. Good for her.
Same attorney who represented Weinstein's victims.
Oh, this is going to go well.
Yeah. So that's going to be good. Watch out, everybody. Looks like Joe Biden might have his foot one step out the door. We'll be right back. I'm not joking, man. My hair is getting wild.
I know.
I was able to tame it this morning, but man,
I will have it for you tomorrow.
thanks. Because apparently, so the other than meat, toilet paper, not milk, meat, toilet paper. What else is going away that nobody can find anymore? Paper towels. What the heck? Okay, I get the toilet. I kind of get the toilet paper thing, the run on the toilet paper, but why paper towels too?
I don't know.
You can't, like.
I want to know.
I mean, I don't get the run on paper towel or toilet paper because it didn't make any sense. You know,
No, it's a respiratory.
why wasn't there a run on tissues like in the box?
I don't know. That doesn't make.
There's still tissues in a box, guys. There's still Kleenexes out there.
It's in the box.
It's in a box. There's still tissues, but you can't get toilet paper. You can't get, paper towels. You can't get meat anymore. Or, well, you can, but it's just sparingly.
It is pretty bad right now.
And now I can't even get something to, like, cut my hair with?
I still haven't seen toilet paper at the store.
I've seen it once, and when I did, it was like it's the single ply, but it's the rougher stuff. So it works. It works. We got it, and it's not.
You do what you got.
Here's the deal, man.
Look.
You wrap it up a couple extra times, and when you blow into it, like if you blow your nose and the whole deal, at least it doesn't explode in a puff of dust.
Not yet.
You get at least two good schnozzes from it.
Just two?
Just two good schnozzes, and then you got to wipe and throw it away and keep going.
Man, One day.
One day.
I'm
One
ready.
fine day. All right, we're coming back here in a second.
I think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Welcome back, everybody.
Defenders Live, Mojo 50. If you haven't gone to Mojo 50 yet,
What's wrong with you?
to mojo50.com, why? Why, I ask? What is stopping you
Willpower.
from going to this site, from checking out
All the other hosts.
the amazing hosts over there? You can pick up a Mojo 50 t-shirt or any other gear that they may have up for sale. You can
Stickers
see
and all the rest of
what's
it.
going on. You can, there's so many amazing things going on. Way better than us. What are you doing? Why? We ever look. Every single day, we tell you to go over and over, and you still don't listen.
It's almost like
I'm not angry.
very disappointed, though.
I am very disappointed.
very disappointed. If you haven't checked it out, we're very disappointed with you.
If you have, then thank you.
But yeah, it's a good job.
Go to doaeshow.com. That is our website, doaeshow.com. Check out all the archives and amazing things we got over there. The gears and T-shirts and all this other good jazz. The archives is the best part. I'm sorry. I still will occasionally pop in to watch a couple minutes of one of the...
Like one of the old ones?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, is that bad.
Just to kind of...
Just a reminder.
Yeah.
Don't go back.
Where
Don't
we come
ever
from
go
and
back.
where we're going.
That's right.
Go...
Which isn't that far.
No. If you want to be part of the show, you can always tweet at us at DOAE Show.
Yes.
Use the hashtag ArmYourselves. You can find us also on the Twitters or we already said Twitters, the Facebooks, the MeWes, D Live, YouTube,
All at DOAE Show or Defenders Live. You can
Mojo
find us either way.
TV, all the places over there. Anywhere you can find podcasts or radio stations, we're there. You can also check us out on iHeartRadio under the Mojo 50 radio banner.
Yep, it is live
Live
right now.
every night, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
In case this is your very first time.
Which, if it is, I'm sorry.
Yeah, really.
And if it isn't, I'm also sorry.
Yeah.
Adam W. Johnson over on the Twitters. When I go to my favorite Chinese place, my dessert is always an almond cookies that are dipped in soft serve ice cream.
Huh.
I've
never had an almond cookie.
No? They're pretty good.
I assume so. I mean, I like almonds, so I would assume that.
Almond cookies are pretty. They're like they're basically sugar cookies,
But
with
almonds.
like crushed up almond mixed in.
See that I can dig that.
Yeah,
That sounds
it's
good.
really good.
That
It's
does
really
sound
good.
really good. Actually,
Central Jackal's also going over there on the Twitters. What's two good schnozzes?
that's a good question. What is two good schnoz?
About the equivalent of one good schneeze.
Well, but is there such a thing as having a bad schnoz?
Oh yes, there's always a bad schnoz. That's when you get it all over your hands.
Ah,
When you get a schnoz all over your hands, that's a bad schnoz. But
Gotcha.
two good schnoz is worth one good schneeze.
is there anything better than a schneeze?
Of course.
Is that a schniff?
Only if it's a stiff one.
Oh. I feel really bad now.
You walked right into that one. I'm sorry.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. So,
Yeah. So
I
what? So what?
So what? Indeed. That's what I'm.
That's actually what you're thinking.
As I'm
wasn't
reading,
it?
it is
So
exactly.
what?
So what? Why in the hell do I care? The U.S. Supreme Court on Thursday.
Question it this way: do you remember Bridgegate?
No, actually, I had to read it. I completely forgot.
You forgot about because the news. Look. The news cycle is so crazy, and it's been going on for so long.
Yeah, we've been inundated constantly with
so much crap.
Wu-Tang clap that I forgot there was a point where it was
Scandal and scandals of
stupid.
scandals.
Yeah, stupid scandals and
All over the place.
Bridgegate.
Bridgegate. Do you remember Bridgegate?
I remember now.
Now you do because you read it, but
No, when I was like, Bridgegate, what the hell? And then when I saw it said New Jersey, I
was
went,
like, oh, yeah.
okay. I got it now. Just takes a little bit of time. But the U.S. Supreme Court on Thursday threw out the federal convictions of the two former New Jersey officials who played key roles in the 2013. That's the other reason why.
oh my gosh.
That feels like an eternity away.
So long ago.
Bridgegate scandal that occurred under the then governor, Chris Christie.
It took 7 years.
Yeah. And
7 years.
I understand, taking your time and making sure everything's okay, and you're following the letter of the law and making sure it's absolutely right. But 7 years is a little bit much. In a unanimous decision, the court declared that, quote, not every corrupt act by state or local officials is a federal crime, end quote.
True.
I have to agree with that, actually.
Okay, yeah.
If a lot of this falls on the people for not doing their due diligence.
It wasn't an actual crime.
No.
It was not cool.
Yeah, it was kind of douchey,
It was not a good idea.
but it wasn't a crime, especially not a federal crime.
Right.
Bridget Ann Kelly, Christie's former deputy chief of staff, and Bill Baroni, the San Francisco,
New Jersey treat.
a former official of the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, who was appointed by Christie, were found guilty in 2016 of fraud and conspiracy for ordering lanes of the George Washington Bridge closed and causing a major traffic jam in retaliation for a mayor refusing to endorse Christie for re-election.
Uh-huh.
So,
Don't endorse me, will you?
I'll close a bridge down and you'll have traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm sure that mayor learned his lesson. You taught him.
Yeah.
Ooh, look Oof.
Yeah, 7 years later. 7 years later.
That's so funny.
You taught him.
I know, right? Both were sentenced to prison. Mm-hmm. It still doesn't make... NBC News reported that, quote, Kelly was to report in the summer, but has been allowed to remain free while the case was on appeal. Baroni, the San Francisco treat, began serving his sentence in April, but was released on bond when the Supreme Court agreed to hear the case. But the Supreme Court issued what NJ.com called, quote, a sharp rebuke to prosecutors.
In their decision to toss the convictions.
Yep.
That's funny.
Pretty good right there.
It is good. I mean, well...
I'm happy with the fact that the Supreme Court said, all right, grow the hell up. You know what I mean? It's like we don't have time for this petty crap.
Right. This is just stupid.
Put on your big girl panties and let's go.
Get out the door. Just get out the door.
Just go play. I'm not listening to it. It's almost like it's like listening to children fight.
It really is, and I know this because I have children.
You do have children? I was not aware of this fact.
Well,
I
most
wish
of the time
I would
they're
be
asleep.
kept privy to this.
I know, but yeah, lots of children, and
Lots of children.
Yeah, the 4 of them, and we hear them fight continually. So
yeah,
I get it.
And it gets to a point where you just look at them and you go, you know, I can make more of you. I don't need you. You are expendable. I can make another one of you,
and I can hide it too
very easily.
I think we need an Alex Jones quote, please.
Oh, do we need?
Yeah,
is it
because with what we just said? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it's
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah, we need that just to make sure that people understand that was a joke.
yeah,
That was a joke.
or was it? So there's an awesome thing going on in California. This made me happy.
California knows how to party, though.
It does, because California knows
How to party in the city.
The city of Compton.
In the city?
And the city of... Oh, wait a minute. It's the city of L.A.
Yeah, it's okay. They keep it rocking.
They keep it rocking.
They keep it rocking.
They keep it rocking. I like this to a point.
Uh-huh.
Again, if you're on the other side of his stance,
Yeah.
you're not going to like it. And
No.
again, I will tell you the exact same thing I would tell if we're, those on our side.
Yes.
You don't like what happens, and you do your due diligence, and you make sure you study up and know who your people are that are being elected into office,
And you get them out of there.
You get them out of there if you
Yeah.
don't like it. A Southern California sheriff delivered a rousing speech where he proclaimed that he refuses to enforce a state-mandated stay-at-home law order because he won't, quote, make criminals out of business owners, single moms, and otherwise healthy individuals for exercising their constitutional rights.
That's where we need
End
I need like a big screaming yeah.
Yeah. I
need
agree with this. I think this is fantastic because
Yeah, of course.
as I've beaten this drum several times, the part about this whole Wu-Tang clap thing that's irritating is the fact that we're all being made to act and be a certain way. There's no personal freedom anymore. Mm-hmm. Nobody's allowed to go out and get sick if they want to.
Really?
There's not. Yeah, I know it's weird. I mean, it's
Wait, really?
You can go and become an alcoholic if you want to.
Sure.
You can commit suicide if you want to.
You can dance if you want to.
You could dance if you want to. But if you don't dance,
And if you don't dance,
then you ain't no friends of mine.
that's fine.
But there's no allow. You're not allowed to be a free individual. Make responsible or even make choices of your own. It doesn't have to be responsible.
Just
It could be
choices.
make your
Just
own-
choices. Make your own choices.
Free will. You're not
Yeah.
allowed to exercise actual free will.
Right.
And that's what irritates me. So the fact that this sheriff is like, yeah, we're not going to do this. That's fan-frickin-tastic.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. Thank you.
Now you realize though that there's going to be people like constantly calling and complaining all the way up the line. And you're in California, bud. Sorry, but I'm pretty sure you're going to get a lot of phone
you're
calls
in
and probably replaced here very
You're
soon.
in Southern California. You're not just in California. There are some like northern areas of California that aren't that bad.
But yeah, no, the further north, I mean, it's still California as a whole, but yes, the further north you go in
You'll be all right.
you're okay. San Diego is about the best you're going to get, and it's not very good.
No, it's really not. But
still
I'm just saying,
California.
you could get better,
Yeah.
and you could be in a place to where you can get like. Funny enough, like the wine country areas
Yeah.
and the mountains there, they're not that bad.
It's because there's not enough of them up there.
Right.
But it's still horrible because it's the state of California.
Right, and you can't really affect that.
Yeah.
It's fine.
During a Board of Supervisors meeting Wednesday, Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco made it clear that he will not enforce lockdown orders during the Wu-Tang clap. Quote, from the beginning, I've told you that I would not be enforcing this stay-at-home order, partly because I trusted our residents' ability to do the right thing without the fear of being arrested.
That's good.
I knew that they could be trusted to act as responsible adults, and I was correct.
Very nice.
Not only do we not have the resources to enforce unreasonable orders, I refuse to make criminals out of business owners, single mothers, otherwise healthy individuals for exercising their constitutional rights. I believe Riverside County residents are responsible enough to proceed cautiously. End quote. That's right there.
That's about what it needs to be.
We're supposed to be adults, majorities of us.
That
We're
right
supposed
there
to be
is
adults.
that's a guy who understands that adults need to be adults and need to be treated like adults, or else they'll never be adults themselves.
Yeah. The Bianco said that the lockdown orders eliminated constitutional freedoms that were put in place over 200 years ago.
Yes.
And again, it does, but the point that makes America special is we're supposed to have the ability for individual freedom.
Correct.
You know what I mean? You can, if you want to, you can believe what you want, you can do what you want, you can dress the way you want.
Like today, we were out shopping, and because we had to go to the grocery store, and not a single one of us had a face mask on.
How dare you?
Not a single one of us.
Trying to kill other people?
I had to stand in line for like 35 minutes outside of Whole Foods just so I can get in and go get the water that we use.
That's ridiculous.
Because they have you can only have X amount of people order in place right now.
Yeah, I know, and that's not irritating at all.
No, not at all.
But at least it's open.
But at least it's open, and I was able to get my stuff. And the best part, there was only half filled in the store, so I was able to get in, get to the register, and get out in like 5 minutes, and it was great.
Yeah,
I just had to wait 45 minutes to do that.
and it usually takes you only 15.
Yeah, I know.
And most of that's drive time.
Yeah, it is.
I know, this is, I mean, and again, I reiterate, if you don't agree with this guy, do your due diligence, do what you're supposed to do, study up on somebody to replace him, and just do it. And don't do like what they're doing with Trump, where they just go, we just need anyone other than him.
Yeah, well, that's the point.
You're dumb if you do that.
If you do, it's the same thing that
A big dummy dumb head.
the right had this as well. Anyone other than Obama.
Yeah.
Anyone but Obama.
Yeah.
We got Trump.
Anybody but Trump.
Now it's anybody but Trump.
Yep.
You're not going to get Joe Biden.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, that's all they have is Joe Biden.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is Joe Biden isn't going to win.
Probably not. Not if he keeps
Like,
getting in trouble.
You think about the way, like, they were trying to steep Trump in 15 different sexual harassment cases before the election. And all of them got sloughed off. Schluffed.
We're learning a lot of words today.
All the schlush words.
Yeah, if I didn't know you well enough, I would have sworn you were Jewish.
I know, right? It's good times.
Great oldies.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of California, this one hurts my head.
Okay, I'm going to go with it then. I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it. So you can respond and you don't have to
Okay.
read and then half die.
Okay.
All right, we good?
Let's go with it.
All right, let's do that. Governor Gavin Newsom
Ugh.
ordered all California beaches and state parks to close last week. However, photos of the Democratic Congressman Harley Ruda reportedly show that he was at a private beach last weekend, despite saying that opening the beaches was reckless.
How is opening beaches reckless? It's you're outside.
Yes, I know.
For all intents and purposes. To be outside in the sun,
Is better than being
especially
inside.
in California. Yeah, in the fresh, wide
Air.
open air,
Right.
is probably the best place to be instead of being enclosed a small building with other family people that you're quarantined with,
right
breathing in the same filtered
air.
air.
Yeah. Quote, keeping Orange County beaches open during a heat wave is reckless.
Wait, what? Hold on. Read that one more time slowly.
And I quote, keeping Orange County beaches open during a heat wave,
heat wave.
is reckless.
A heat wave.
Talk about a heat wave.
Hold on. Keeping a beach open during a heat wave is reckless.
Yeah. Heat wave.
No.
This is what he tweeted April 21st. He then continued with, quote, we need leaders who will prioritize public health and make the tough call to keep our families safe.
It's a heat wave.
Burning in our heart,
A heat wave.
tearing us apart.
It's like a heat wave. I know. Could you? He tries to start. He's. What else would you do during a heat wave?
Except for go to the beach.
You're in California. In case anybody is unaware.
It's like 90% beach and then mountains.
Oh, there's that too. But no. In case you have never lived in California, you haven't stayed very long in California, anything like that. If you know nothing of California, California is known for,
Beaches
well, yes,
and hot weather.
Keep going. There's
beaches.
There's a couple. There's actually one thing in particular I'm thinking of that they're known for. But keep naming off things that California is known for.
Crazy Democrats.
Keep going.
Wine.
Keep going.
Whole bunch of immigrants.
Keep going.
I can.
Sadly, it is.
Just go ahead and say it.
No, California is aside from fires. No, they're
forest fires.
yeah, no, but that's a good one. No, they're known for having massive rolling blackouts.
Really?
From
what?
Like as in the power goes out.
Earthquakes.
No, good one though. No, power going out.
Uh-huh.
You know, so you want people in California
Yeah.
where you have it. Good Lord.
Jeez, what's wrong with you?
Damn Rona. Where you have people who are locked in their homes. You want them locked in their homes
In a heat wave.
In a heat wave in a state that is very well known for having rolling blackouts.
Mainly because they try not to use things like coal power to power their energy, their electrical.
Yes, and so what would you do? Well, there was a point, believe it or not, in America where you didn't have air conditioning.
Right.
So you know what you did? You went to the watering hole. You went to the ocean or
Yes.
a pond or a lake or something.
You go cool off.
Yes, because the water cooled you down.
Yes.
The temperature there was a little bit cooler because there was a constant wind or whatever. So you're going to tell me that having the beaches open during a heat wave is reckless.
Yes.
I want to give this guy the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. You want me to keep going?
Oh, please keep going because
All right.
I know it gets better.
After 40,000 people visited the Newport Beach, and there were crowds at the Huntington Beach in the last weekend of April, Newsom said, "We're going to do a hard close." Of all the California beaches. Quote, opening beaches to thousands of Southern Californians during a weekend heat wave without adequate social distancing protocols was a reckless action that put families of California's 48th district in harm's way.
You're on a beach outside.
Don't forget that UV radiation and extreme heat levels kill Rona.
I know. I knew that part of it. I hadn't gotten to that far yet. I was
We're not there yet.
dying. But anyway,
uh-huh.
so it almost sounds like they want, and I'm call me conspiratorial if you would like at this moment.
no.
It almost sounds like they want people to stay sick.
This is where you need that sounder again.
Oh, do I need to? Oh, I'm so sorry. We need another one besides that.
Yeah, but
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
yeah, but we need to understand, like, that's when we go to conspiracy land. That's the intro.
And it is. I'm merely just speaking out of the left side of my face.
So is everybody else on
So
the
is
East Coast,
everybody
the West
else.
Coast.
But I don't know. It doesn't make any sense, and especially to cover it up and hide it
Yes.
under the guise of, well, social distancing and shut up. If it was something like the bubonic plague, all right, I could go that route.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Maybe.
But this
Nope.
thing is such a joke.
It is a terrible joke. The CBS News report does not indicate which private beach, but in 2017, Patch article calls Rhoda the Emerald Bay businessman. Photos on the social media show that Rhoda's family at Emerald Bay Beach in recent months. Emerald Bay is a gated community in North Laguna Beach that features a beach that is not accessible to the public.
Ah,
Yes.
so you know why it was okay?
For him,
Do you know why?
because social distancing.
That's exactly right. Because it was so private,
Yep.
he was able to have these social distancing.
By the way, how do you keep the public out of a beach? Do you literally put a fence down through the water?
Not through the water. But nobody's going to walk into the water. Some of actually, you know what? No, that's not true. Some of them
That's
do.
not true. They did.
Some of them do have fences that go into the water. Absolutely.
That is the dumbest crap I
Yeah.
have ever. You're gonna fence off a
But now
beach.
no, and I got that. But
To be fair.
to be fair, a lot of them will also buy property that extends off into like very, like there might be a cliff or a bunch of rocks or something. So it's
Sure,
not
yeah, cliff
accessible
face, yeah.
anyway. So it won't necessarily be a fence. It'll just be, oh, look, our property line goes all the way out to that.
There.
Yeah. And so, and nobody in their right mind is necessarily going to try and go in there. And before all of this, who cared? You had literally the entire coast of California to go to a beach to.
Yeah.
So
That's
that's
true.
a lot of mileage there.
Anyway, so he was seen on Emerald Beach.
Doing what he's allowed to do and exercising white privilege.
Yes, because he's a very rich man.
'Cause he-
And also a Democrat, so he can do all the white privilege things without getting called out for it.
Gotta love it.
Yep. And finally, folks, USPS
Ugh.
in 2007 lost $78 billion.
Well,
Since 2007, they have lost $78 billion.
well, how could they be losing all that money if I keep getting all my junk mail on time like I'm supposed to?
Well, this is despite receiving billions of dollars in taxpayer funds every year.
Oh, so I'm paying them
Tons and tons and tons
of money for them to send me junk mail that I didn't order
Right.
and don't want.
Correct. That if it was on an email, you would literally just delete.
So I'm
Yeah.
the Postal Service,
Yeah.
U.S. Postal Service,
Correct.
needs to go away.
It does.
They need to just
Leave.
thank you guys so much for your years of service. If they've got, the commitments of we're going to pay for your benefits or whatever until you die, then okay.
Right,
Then
right.
fine. Bail out for that because the commitments and promises were made.
Yes.
And you shut that damn thing down
You pay off what you need to pay off
and you let
let it go.
it go. Exactly. You let DHL,
UPS,
UPS, FedEx,
All of those services. There's like 50 of them now.
There's a whole bunch of. Let them do
The job.
it and just stop.
Let's just pay for businesses to do it, because at least then we don't have to bail them out with taxpayer funds.
Yeah, how come places like, well, I mean, I'm sure UPS and all them would get bailed out if they had to be.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
They don't have to be, though.
Just shut it down. I mean, $78 billion, you know what I could do with
Yes.
my portion that I put into that?
Yes. A lot.
A lot.
A lot. Anyway, let's get to the bell counts for the day, why don't we?
Okay.
Good evening, Mojo 50. I'm Leprechaun, and here with the bell count grade for the day, Thursday, April 7th, 2020. Today we had 3 missed innuendo bells, 36 actual bells, 3 horns, 1 oh my gosh, and 3 claps. Giving us a C+ for the day. Peace out and stay healthy, boys.
I didn't realize he was.
He actually did all the claps.
I didn't realize he was going to count them out by actually clapping. Good
I mean,
Lord. I
geez.
just thought he would just say 3 claps.
No, we might as well make that a very big thing now. Anyway, Defenders Live, DOAShow.com, DOAShow.com, Mojo50.com. See you later.
Bye, y'all.
I love that. Oh, it was great. Well, it was pretty good. Well, it wasn't bad. Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good. It could have been a lot better. I didn't really like it. It was pretty terrible. It was bad. It was awful.